just leaving Mijas again, and my intention is to do a loop to a village called Alozaina and back, about 54 miles altogether. I had a rest day yesterday after my tougher than expected first day. We'll see how I hold out today. Over 5,000 feet of climbing. I shouldn't get the periods of walking and pushing uphill that I did the other day that possibly contributed to me being so tired at the end. These little villages, you wonder whether you should be cycling along here, and then you realise that cars are coming past you. This is more like it. Absolutely beautiful. One of the reasons why I think I really struggled on the first ride was I hadn't planned the route, thought it was going to be a really easy pootle around. I was so wrong. So I didn't really fuel for it at all. So now today it's little and often, whether you think you need it or not. This has been the first opportunity I've had to wear my Aweo Ambassador cycling kit that they kindly gave me to wear as an ambassador of the brand. Purposely done to match my Bianchi back home, pathetically enough, but luckily it doesn't do a bad job of matching the Orbea that I've hired in a similar colour. I was made ambassador for Aweo after I'd used their services to design my shirt for Ordinary Bloke on a Bike. I made a video about using their online software to design your own kit. It really is remarkably easy. So the video, this one here, I'll link at the end of the current ride video that we're on now. Give it a go. Even if you don't end up buying it, it's just great fun designing. Now going through the town of Kartama. You can go to Benidorm and all those places if you like, but this is real Spain, where real people live. And they all must be fit, because they all seem to live on bloody hills. It's either a hard climb or a descent where you've got to have the brakes on nearly all the bloody time. And this is the sign on the roads around here that you don't see back home, which makes it clear, a rule which actually is part of the highway code back home, that so many people flaunt. Here it's made absolutely clear and generally speaking adhered to. Well, I have to say I didn't expect to see any water in this river. This area's had a drought for a long time, which is bizarre really when you consider what we've put up with back home. Oh, look at them, loads of them rotting on the floor. What a travesty. You can tell I like oranges. So we're now in Pizarra. Last time before we climb up to Alozaina. Been for a not natural break. So I'm 2 miles into a 5-mile climb, which to be fair has been some ups and downs to start off with. But very shortly, at the bottom of this downhill bit, it's about to go up steep for at least 2.5 miles. Alozaina is a hill town, so you gotta go up a hill to get there. And hopefully there's somewhere there I can have lunch. Suddenly, as you reach the brow of another little hill, a whitewashed vista appears. I rather hope that's Alozaina. And there you go, there's confirmation. It's not, it's Casarabonella. 9 kilometers to Alozaina. And those beautiful yellow flowers on the right, like a carpet. It's wonderful. I don't know what that yellow flower is, but it's creating a fantastic picturesque scene. Wow.
A quick check online reveals they're Bermuda buttercups. In spite of the name, they're neither a true buttercup nor originally from Bermuda.
What a beautiful road. Entire hill covered in that yellow flowers. Probably not all out in bloom yet. It'll look magnificent when they are. Quick stop here just to take in the view and the silence. And I turn around the corner and this could well be Alozaina. Rather dramatic entrance to the town, love it. For a cafe, and I think there's one up here. A marquee that's covering the road, bizarre. Covered parking.
His less than welcoming look was a sign as I sat looking forward to a well-deserved feed after all that climbing.
Well, that was something of a disaster. I waited ages wondering what I was going to have because I ordered something. He didn't understand what I meant. There was no menu to point to. He then said what he thought I had said. I didn't understand that, so I just said yes, okay. And then after 45 minutes, nothing had happened. He came out and said something in Spanish a couple of times, no clue what he said. I asked for the bill and paid for the water. So it looks like I was waiting for nothing. Luckily I've got an emergency banana. And that'll have to do.
Why I never used a translation app on my phone, I'll never know. Lesson learned, not to leave fueling strategy to chance.
Steep, steep, steep. God. Bloody hell. One of the problems with these Spanish towns that are like a spider's web of little roads, it's actually difficult to get out, even with a Garmin. It was easy to get onto the main route, which takes us to the next stop, which is Cohen. But I actually had routed a quieter road, and I think actually now we're on it. Yeah, stay on this for 6.7 miles, so I think we've found it. And hopefully it doesn't backfire on me and it ends up being gravel. Well, it's not gravel, but it is very broken up. I don't suppose there's a particular call for many cars going this way, and therefore no priority on road repairs. But it's a lovely road, snaking along the countryside. Lovely. I'll stop somewhere in a minute and have my emergency banana and a flapjack for my lunch. Strange how you suddenly get a bit that's no more than 30 yards long, that's suddenly all stony and gravelly, and then it's back to, well, something which resembles a road. I'm getting off and walking because I really don't fancy being stuck here if I have a problem fixing a puncture. So after that disastrous lunch stop, we now resort to the emergency banana and flapjack. Looks edible. One good thing about coming on this quieter road is it's absolutely silent. Well, that caught me out. That bit there is the end of a fast downhill, and you come around the bend and suddenly you just hit another big section where there's no tarmac, and here it is right in front of me. Tarmac starts again. Pretty lucky I've not ended up with a puncture on that one. One of the drawbacks of choosing the scenic route over the main highway, but we got lucky. While I'm stopped, it's just forced me to look around. It is just a wonderful little route, apart from the dodgy surface.
The oranges around me seemed like a solution to my missed lunch, but sadly these were filmed with a camera on an extended stick and well out of my reach.
Oh, thank God he was on a leash. And yet I went past a massive dog earlier, just now. Absolutely beautiful dog, just sitting down, and he just looked up at me. For that one, he didn't like me being here. Clear running water in an area that's had a drought. It's nice to see. Yeah, we've been spoiled with those flatlands. We've now got a mile of climbing. Steep bit. After you. God, there's oranges everywhere in this place. The road surface is dramatically better since we passed that little enclave of houses back there. 44 miles done, 13 to go. House on the hill. Trying to outdo the church. And in the tradition of these Spanish towns, Cohen is on a big hill, and we have 2.5 miles of ascent to get up to there.
It was at this point my lack of fitness and lack of energy due to my food cock-up took full effect, and I realised this ride just needed to be over.
Slight route change. The route did take me up into the centre of Cohen to find a quieter road, but he just seemed to be pointing straight up, and I just want to get back now. I've had enough. I've still got some climbing near me has to do. It might make the ride a little bit longer, but not so tough on this section. Much better view of it here than the other way. Just part of the way through this last climb up into Mijas. As you can see ahead, this is the bit that hits 13%. I will probably rest at the top of this bit and report back. Well, as expected, it was hell. Still a little bit to do, but it's more up and down with one little tough bit. You saw that on the first video if you watched it, so I'll cut this video short now because it's just the final ride into Mijas that you've already seen. What a day. For my current level of fitness, probably 10 miles too long. I really struggled the last 10 miles. A day, low light, waiting in that bar for a lunch that was never going to come because it was never ordered, and I didn't even know that. Wasted an hour there, and that's why I'm so late back. Highlights, oranges galore, and those beautiful yellow carpet of flowers everywhere down in the dip there and up in the hills. Really fantastic. Subscribe to my channel here if you haven't already to see more similar videos and lots of other kinds of videos. There's a couple here to get you interested. I hope you'll click on them and watch. And happy cycling. Adios from Spain, and I'll see you soon.